up. Everything is good. We have sent the lab messages. Hello, my lovely dreamers. Welcome as we lo-fi and chill yet again in the grim dark universe of 40k. When we last left off, we just got Cassia from this group here. And, we're gonna be using all of our abilities to, Okay, we're gonna be going through and leveling up our characters now because, I need to remember to do that. Flame Tsunami. We've got level 6 now. We've got Oath of Vengeance, or Blood Oath. Blade Dancer targets a single enemy vowing to dispatch their mark. The Blade Dancer's next attack against them cannot be dodged or parried. Attack kills the target, gains 13 wounds, and gains an AP along with an additional attack. This ability can be used multiple times per turn to gain an additional attack only once per round. Okay. And then Blood Oath and Medicaid. Albert. The Navy Breacher. We've got Taunting Scream is what it says to get. Warrior unleashes a terrifying, drawing the attention of enemies and becoming a priority target of enemy enemies with fails a willpower resistance for 3 rounds. Okay. And he says athletics. Irina. Tide of Excellence. Whenever an operator triggers an exploit on an enemy, the operator gains +1 damage and +2 armor penetration until the end of combat. This only applies to the first strike of projectile of a burst attack, but it stacks. And then ballistic skill. And then Argenta. Ballistic skill. And then rapid fire. Next burst attack will have its base rate of fire doubled, but deal less damage. All shots follow random trajectories. Only works if the weapon is capable of burst fire. Okay. And we've got Cassia now. The strategist. Willpower, mastery of time, decisive response. Willpower. Mastery of time. Whenever an ally in combat gains an extra turn, the navigator gains a stack of +5 bonus willpower until the end of combat. Stacks up to 5 times for a maximum of 25 willpower. Decisive response. Whenever an officer uses voice of command or bring it down at the first time in combat, it costs an AP less. Okay. Got it. Okay. The trophies were packed into cargo. And then let's go.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Centuries old void ship ancient sector technology spirits now within its cognitors. Okay. got that taken care of, we've now got a navigator. Which means we can now go through the warp. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navigators is prepared for the commencement ritual, but the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first. Your heart beats furiously as your breaths become short and choppy and your fingers tingle unpleasantly. You notice that the Vigilalis is shivering slightly and the crew is glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of the sudden wave of unease. First, I wish to speak to the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course. Ready for the ritual? Please let me know. Your lash slightly turned. What do you wish to speak about? Before I begin the ritual, I wish to look at you once again with the eyes of the man whose fame is so great it managed to penetrate the impregnable walls of the European border before we met. The person whose whole expanse and character we're talking about, now a rogue trader as well. You took advantage of my wretched position, forced me to board your vessel under fear of death, and now you stand here expecting my cooperation. Please dispel at once the traitor's fog of doubt in my mind. Am I a prisoner on this void vessel? Not at all. I regret frightening you, though it was the only way to convince you to leave Uridic 5. Are you trying to convince me of that, or yourself? Looks away, but her voice gains the slightest hint of warmth. But now, I'm ready to go to the Sanctus Nivalis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints to board, but no red. Tell me more about what your ritual entails. Why do you refuse red paint? I shall entrust all the necessary supplies to be delivered to the next Nivalis. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask you to not follow me if you can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. Lord Captain, I will oversee the opening channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge. May the Emperor's light help us. Guide us. Commencing communion ritual. Hear the exaltation ring of metal ring from the scabbard, and then a stiff grasp of the Lady Navigator removed her liquid on the canvas and the faint whimper of her breast. See violet vortexes lashing over to million rails and ogre shadows spinning around the surface in a fiery dance. A storm rising above the foaming waters, Armadeus drowning in fog, and a path from one end to the other we cannot see. From there, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes into tireless pursuit. Of her? No, of me. Its frozen ray lies in the spring here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. Walks back to her coils, continuing to stack one of Calvinger's levers. The panel behind her fingers emits a spark, and the box caster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and mouths blinking. Abject apologies for cutting the broadcast. I've never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. I'll not let it happen again. Cassio, are you alright in there? Leave the Lady Navigator under this door. Servants of the Sanctum Nivalis are howling and shrieking wild beasts, moaning in pain. The ropes were all with grain, and then sudden silence, still thud dropping bodies proclaiming pain. Here's the servants were part of Lady Ridge's right. Part of her predecessor having arranged their bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Nivalis after the ritual. What is left of them? I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless slackness is spread across the canvas, dividing that which would be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. The vessel's temperament presented a challenge. The cold sealed grip will not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It is as if the death ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me when you need me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time. There are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report the condition of the station of Grid 5. Had you opted to begin your visit in the Rykard system with a different destination, the station would have become critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of Nivalis Nobilite brought us precious time. We can either focus ourselves on disassembling the station or procuring technical components for our vessel, or attempting to save as many valuables as we can. Profit factor. Scrap container. Gather any components that will be of use to the ship. Loot everything from jewelry to the last manuscript. Gather any components that will be of use for the ship. As you command, Lord Captain. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that you're still looking for the Insincere Prime. Both the vessel and this machine spirits are desperate in need of oversight of an experienced tech priest. We are also missing some crew, and more importantly, we have not yet located Hanarch Clarence, the right hand of Lord Inquisitor. We know for certain he is not in Uruk 5, but keep in mind of making future plans. Thank you, Bitterers. That'll be all for now. As you please, Lord Captain. Visit Rykard North, the planetoid. Unidentified void ship. Artificial facility. New Blood, Machine Spirit Keeper, land on Rykard Minoris. Okay. You know what? Unidentified void ship. Let's do this first. Single motion in the officer's deck. Lady Navigator is left recordings currently in the war room. An unidentified crew member shining her in terror. Perhaps you should find one broadcasting to the deck. What is it, dear?
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
It pleases me to see you adjusting the life aboard the ship.
Compared to Uruk 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
The events that took place on Uruk 5 were shaking you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
I see you're fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. Uruk 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Kelly brushes the dust off the cover with a thin clawed hand, her eyes filled with longing after reminiscing about her lost home. Are you satisfied with your new attendants?
Your servants are somewhat sluggish when it comes to attending a noblewoman of the Navis nobility, but they are quite tolerable. Thank you for your concern.
Perception. Cringes ever so slightly to adjust the adornment on her forehead, then awkwardly hides clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of the navigator topic, a topic of gossip among lower servants and officers alike. Clear she did not feel comfortable aboard the ship teeming with new people. Hope you have ample time to calm yourself in your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting. Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
I'm beginning to think, Lady Cassia, the feelings I have for you are far more complicated than common sympathy.
Lord Captain? So many colorful sparks are flaring to life and dimming all around you. It is a veritable ocean of emotions. There are so many of them that I can barely see the pure white sincerity of your words. Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So, why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness?
Thank you for the hydrate and
Here.
stretch, Amadeus.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation.
Stretch.
At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your
How's it
ship
going?
alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... My delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
I do not dare to make fun of a lady's feelings, especially not one who has captivated me since I first laid eyes on her.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily be misconstrued. You should familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
Ooh, it's good going. That's good to hear. You started a romance. A spark! Struggle to maintain an expression of polite indifference. Cassia covers her burning face and swiftly exits the room. I started a romance with my mutant navigator immediately. That was... Yep, I totally did that. I did that with intention too, which is the best part, because I think she's adorable. Collect. I have a feeling that's gonna play a part in also helping with my relationship, which is hilarious. Oh, whoops. Whoa, where am I? I went way off the map. We got this. I started a romance. I just love that I randomly just... Yep, I started a romantic reaction with my mutant navigator. That was brilliant. A spark. That was beautiful. That was unintentional, slightly, but that's adorable. And I love her. Cassia is adorable.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations. I have enjoyed your company. Thank you.
Okay, I thought there was gonna be some more, like, potential choices there, which I was ready to do some cute things with. Cronus Expanse map. Okay. Daughters of the Emperor. Okay, so let's go to the unidentified void ship now. What sacred cult? I'm ready to receive them. We need a Smex. We need... Yes, it's M-rated for a reason, Amadeus. Let's Let's hope that there's some ecstasy time that can be implied, and... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sacred cult. The blood cult on a ship. Oh boy. They wish to speak with me, and yay, I get a new party member. I am prepared for this. Slightly. They got great swords. Those in the deck watch in awe as the final figure moves gracefully into the ceremonial pose. The excitement, the others murmur prayers to the God Emperor.
The Undying Emperor commanded us to spin a web of blood around his children, and we obeyed. We obey still.
Piece of word more wizardries obey still.
Domin von Valancius, death has whispered your name. We disown Domin Theodora. We renounce our oath to her.
Okay.
And now we give the gift of our blood to you. It is the gift of death. Death has whispered your name. The followers of the tenets of the web swear fealty to their new overlord and offer proof of their devotion.
Oh, wow.
We give you a blade, the silent verdict. The Undying One has chosen you to wield this instrument of death.
Brutal
We give you one of our
strike.
own, Kibella. She will be your shield and shadow. And we give you the blood of these traitors. The tenets of the web will purify their souls.
Critical hit chance for each attack they make. This bonus stacks at the end of each round. Ooh, wow. You've heard many stories about death cults such as this one. These devoted holy assassins of the Imperium have turned death into a form of worship of the Empire. They are exemplary slayers, invisible executioners, and the scourge of traitors, heretics, and fallen souls. Many righteous people honor them as voluntaries of faith, while others face the fearsome rituals as friendly specimens touched by madness. Examine the cultists. All are void-born. Their life-continuing bodies are clad in light armor, which allows them to move to act magnificence and grace and strike with an assassin's swift survey. Their red and black vestments are adorned with sharp spikes and jewelry, ritual jewelry. Where time and training has worn these garments thoroughbred, you can make out patterns of bleeding lacerations. Prisoners cower beneath the way. Blood drips from the tear-stained faces of captured officers, technomats, and workers. Word has been carved into their forehead with meticulous precision. Traitor, heretic, apostate, renegade, these cuts have been diligently and regularly reopened to prevent healing.
These renegades committed treachery against their domin. Their lips once praised the name of Kunrad Voigtveer, but it is your name they will whisper as they cross over to the other side.
So a death cult watches over my crew, and they who honor the Emperor who's killing, who's devoted every deed to serving him, secret executioners.
The Domin has discerned our essence. This is a great honor for the blood-spun web. We have woven the bays of this ship together with the threads of our faith for many years. We keep the greatest relic, his tarot, through which he sends us his blessed revelations. We obey the whispers of the Undying One. This is our service to him. This is our service to you.
How interesting. Devout assassins who believe themselves to be instruments of a higher power. They revel in violence and cannot tell the difference between bloodthirst and piety. They follow their faith blindly, unaware of how closely they tread the corruption and
The tenets of the web teach us to read the threads of the future and understand the hearts of others. When a soul is filled with the poison of corruption, we know its time has come. We bring liberation. 3 strikes, 3 rebukes, 1 blade. This is how we serve the Undying One. This is how we serve you and your flagship.
Okay.
But there are others. The virtuous martyrs who contravene his design without realizing it. Those who have come too close to faltering or committing an apostasy, but have not erred yet. We present such souls to the Undying One.
May your blades find swift. You have my blessing. May your blades bring swift death to the Emperor's enemies.
The blood-spun web will not forget your words, Domin. They are the wisdom of the tenets and the benediction of our duty.
Tell me about yourself.
I am the second spinner of the blood-spun web. The honor of this title is bestowed only upon those who have ushered more souls than... It is shameful to speak of one's own deeds. I'm here to become your shadow, not to make boasts.
You brought this rabble to the upper decks.
So you may offer the souls of these traitors as a gift to him. You have the authority to order their execution. Their blood will bind us together through him. For the God Emperor, the Undying One is death itself. The Undying One is duty itself. Give the order, Domin. Let a spinner of the blood-spun web undergo the test of a sacred trial.
Give the weapons to the traitors. It's time for Cabela to prove herself.
Then, I will tell you of the treacherous blood.
Oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. I will judge them myself. Why did it zoom me all the way over here? They're guilty of treason. I swear we did not sabotage. Thin cord wrapped around her neck. Notice all the captives of similarly strange. Albane 9. Proof these charges or claims cultic revelations. With all due respect, it will discern the truth of these accusations without evidence. Divine visions and dark ones may be reason enough to shed blood, but not everyone here shares your perspective. Deputy, the Lord Captain will decide the truth. While the prisoners drew through the procession, you feel entitled to stand judgment over them? Is it true these things were revealed through... Heard enough. So be it. Mercy, Lord Captain, mercy! Not honor you, wishing other than these souls troubles me. I wish to serve you as a source. Lordship, the spinners of Bloodspell Web are watching, tracking and killing Wanderings civilians long before the Warren trade passed away before. However, their blades have been known to cut short lives of highly upstanding people. But certainly not in the way that condemns the deeds of the deeply esteemed cults. They must have good reason. Cultists are a scourge of the Seraphis, bringing the unrighteous to ruin. The enforcers respect the Bloodspun when we share a common goal, bringing us light to harsh judgment to the dark depths of the ship. Scourge of sedation or not, folks are not afraid of them for a reason. A couple of watches ago, these spinners took a train driver to pieces for some kind of ritual. We don't know the old miracle or the privilege, though. He's got to feed his family now. But that's a lower deck problem. What matters to the Bloodspun Land serves her faithfully, Captain. Predecessors once delivered a sermon about how the spinners saved his vessel from the servants of the archenemy. Blood, river, scarlet flowed the deck from bridge to bow. They became the blood of the flagship pulsing its veins and the beat of its heart. The great sacrifice earned them in favor of a house of Lancius. You'll be my shadow. An instrument to the Undying One, whose Cheros spoke. I will come bearing an invitation of Von Lancius. Bloodspun One, he wishes to know that the doors of the Undying One's temple are open to you. Assessing Lord Captain go to the depths to search for the temple with all due respect to Lord Deck's servants' crew, not a fitting place for his lordship. Where is this temple located? I'm not permitting to say. If you wish to find the temple, you must find the path of Saint Miriam and the matriarch spider. Hers was the thread that became the blood-spun web. I'll walk in the footsteps of the matriarch spider. Head to keep the flagship. The journey will bring you closer to the thread of the web, closer to the undying one, closer to understanding death. The journey will begin in the darkness of the deepest tunnels. Future awaits you. The blade awaits direction. We will speak again when the time is right. Dang, the next character that I potentially wanted to romance appeared right after I was just trying to be kind and romanced my mutant navigator. Oh boy. Rotor's ship is a variable sea sailing through the void. The ship has numerous compartments which when you navigate these compartments you can access the main elevator from the bridge of the compartment. The Lord Captain's quarters. To another compartment. There's Fighting Chapel. Void Ship Shrine. Oh, I need to level up to Bella too. And just get her sorted out as well. What's the channel we're going from? Technomat. Virulent Outcast. Virulent the Outcast, not what I'm looking for. The Great Hunter. Razor Pain. Bella the Dancer of Death. Dueling Mastery, Weapon Skill, Blood Oath, and Medicaid. I wish I could just search these. Dueling Mastery. Weapon Skill. Blood Oath. Medicaid. Okay. I like her. Okay, let's... Recite a prayer, the one you remember best. Commerce, 60%. Ancient looking chainsword without a fuel record sets on the shape of his teeth, makes you think of to me powders from the
The duty prevails.
Among the ancient weapons used by them all, known as the Ferris Fatalum, legend says his head split which cracked open the skull of the demon Berzorn the Flayer. To another compartment. Okay, I need... freight line. I think this is where I need to go. If not, I'll look through the journal next. Yep. Open to the freight line. LD987. A/A14. Lord Captain, I am Aerodoctus, captain of the forces of the lower deck of LDA14. The Master of Arms has assigned me to be your liaison during your stay here. Lord Captain would like to inspect the control room or begin your search for the Temple of the Bloodstone Web. I'm here to inspect the entire compartment. I was curious to see... I'm here to inspect the entire compartment. I'm curious to see how the people of the lower decks live. As you will, Lord Captain, still, you're concerned with your safety. I'm warning you to avoid the farthest sections of the bay. They're ridden with disease, and the locals can be precarious and tricky to deal with. Another riprap out here might even be attacked. We're not headed there, are we, Captain? It's such a ghastly place. To put it bluntly, though, the bay performs its functions well. Even more civilized sections solely lacking in discipline. Only assigned recently. I only had time to straighten everything up. Since doing so would require to make some serious changes, I'm not inviting excuses, Lord Captain. As the officer in charge, I accept full responsibility in this case. I hereby offer you my assistance, Captain. We have conducted an inspection of the area. But stop himself mid-protest is assuming more complaint. In that case, I urge you to remain vigilant. The freight trains move at great speeds, and the inhabitants of the residence units are despicable rabble. One might even drop one's guard around them. And the Emperor preserve you from stumbling into the pestilence pit where the madmen and the lepers lie. The cult of the Bloodspun Web. That is correct. The enforcers do not bar them from carrying out their sacred duties. As irregular as it may be to armed crew members to set a secret stronghold forbidden to the enforcers, they can go around dispersing bloody justice. What do you know about this? Not much. I've always tried to learn more given they pay visits to the compartment. The Spinners honor the Emperor through death. They do not kill notorious reprobates and heretics. They kill righteous folk and others that's seemingly random. The rituals are morbid and their prayers are strange. Anyone not initiated in the right struggle makes sense of them. Do not take issue with the killing in your territory? I do, Lord Captain, but the cult is authorized to exist on the ship, which means their activities down here are not to be interfered with. Be steadfast in your duty. Emperor preserve, Lord Captain. Person whipped another bride taker the other day. He's nothing like the last captain who turned a blind eye to this stuff. Oh. Yeah, I think I know how to... Have you heard the Lord Captain himself stop by our bay? Is that blood? Can't be. We scrubbed the deck 3 times right before the rogue trader came. Wait, taking the captain will have our heads. Welcome to give your road trader, whoever needs us to leave behind this appalling symbol that seems an astronaut called out here. Gem those. How do they even sort of simple? Death cultists carved the bleeding marks like they have their own skin. Remember this sign is the beginning of your quest, the first blood trail. Explain yourself, Thursday. Do you know what that mark is? It resembles one of the symbols associated with the Bloodstone Web. What do you call again? The Song of Trailing Blood, I think. The prayer familiar to any of the compartment. Heard the spinners say that, well, they will consider out to service to the Empire. Stylish showers sank the dark. Slash feet crescendo of fatal dance. Played song and tempo, each step an echo. Twin odes to death throes, and now her sacred blade. And once trod the black clothes, tread the countless souls, but now who knows? What is the song of it? So I'm invited to follow the trail of blood, receives the Spinner's invitation. Help you find what you're looking for and return to the upper decks. So I need to go left.
Do we truly have to be here? I am not even sure what is making me more nauseous.
The last line of the hub's vital virtue. Do you have any idea how much it costs? There, 57 ration cards. It's all I've got, I swear. Spent the rest of your rot gut again? I'm guessing you're not doing any more favors. Give you a drink or use your life in a pestilence pit. Hit by a train. Ooh. Inspect the enforcer's checkpoint. Bergman, go that way. Optic conversion. We need to go left. I mean, then to build these chances faster than you can get them taken down. You get these goods from over here.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
Lordship, please, ration card. Stack of ration cards. Praise be the Lord Captain. Watch the rat. The rat scurries around the bird, spurred by the its movements appear erratic at first glance, but after a while you notice how compass of the ball misses the goal is the first thing. Last moment, the rat's clumsy scrambling distraction of spectators. The rat's movements from the flick of its tail to when it pushed the ball obeys the master of wordless commands with uncanny precision. The notice pause, the rhythm, and every part of the melody serves a signal. Plus coin and chest, define show. To absorb the performance, notice your present turn to express revival all appear at the Lord's face. Many start whispering prayers. Many the grand story of Lord Casting generosity to be told. I swear by my own flute we will find another, the fortune peddler, the grace gift face itself. Perhaps you would like to trade us some of the captain's fortunes for yours, Lordship? Are you suggesting we play a game? I'll give it a try. Unless the ball hits the dead end, defying your defeat. You know you're cheating. Get out of my sight before I report you to the universe. Explain the rules of the game to me. Thank you for your generous gift. The folks will shower me with craft cards to get their hands on something belonging to you. How did you come by it? Play one of the local favorites for me. The words sing. I'm curious how the story of the melody tells. Fairy tale indeed. Risking oneself for nothing. A man's existence surely be profiting from the misfortune of others. Oh, the goods are down here. Way down there. Okay. Ventura. See the Bloodstone One Temple, you know where they are. I have the bogeyest idea. It's probably best to get your hands full of it. What are you doing here? I'm here to patch up the salvage locomotive number 3 under the tech priest supervision. A couple of grumps. Maybe those tech priest drivers operate the roar of the boiler. Can't refuse an offer like that. The machine is angry and refuses to obey. Right now, the salvage is powered only by the auxiliary maneuvering engine. We need to start the main rotor if we want to take a trip down to the freight line. What should I do? Put your hand on the big lever and gently give it a pull. Very gently. Salvage does not best to be hassled. Grasp. You erratic jolt shake the clapper and you roar remedies. You should shudder past the lever in the palm of your hand. There's a strange feeling of emptiness in your stomach. You feel it? There's so much energy and defiance in it. It's a rocket, not a locomotive, utterly and unguardable speed. One willing to submit to a strong hand. Pull the lever towards you smoothly but firmly, then pump the fuel and command. You don't say. Pull the lever and pump the fuel. Reach for the ordinary card levers and awaken the beast. Looks like Savage has agreed not to kill us both. His tech priest guardians will be pleased. Oh, hello, Captain. You have subdued the mighty beast today. Now you have the urgent business to attend to. It's time for me to drive Salvage down the line and see if he's feeling cranky. How's it treating you, Eric? I'm pleased. Have a good trip. Have a not cry me. Right, Savage? Okay. Oh, whoa. Stack of ration cards. That's the rogue trader. How many times do I need to tell you, ungrateful magnet? Mistakes must be paid for. Have mercy on the throne's name, I beg you. Gracious lordship, hand of the god emperor, save your unworthy servant. Get lost. The Emperor Pumpel was man threw back and shoveled several times and bone crack audibly. The sound of breaking bones, man cries with forceful hateful laughter remind you of what you went through yourself too vividly, too painfully. Echo of torment effect, duration permanent. Gained an echo of torment effect, duration permanently. Oh. It's a serious apologies were captured your boot. I'll clean it right away. Wherever discontent breaks among the gawkers who have gathered around, none of the workers dare come close, but the angry on their faces. I intend to hear this man out. Your lordship, I work hard, even if I take breaks of rest. All I earn is 7 ration cards for 15 mouths to feed back home. Both take me down every shift, just like you do, honest hard workers too. Enough whining. You and your pals lifted a box of Nutria bars a few watches ago. 2 canisters of water before that. Don't beat the life out of you because I took pity on you, and that's the thanks I get. You quarantined the hub for 20 watches and refused to give out rations. We didn't have cards. Cards we have no way to earn. Today you earned 15 cards in a single shift because you work for 3 people, right? Or did you take your pals to a dark corner somewhere, do them in, and take their share? I didn't do them in. It was an accident. Stops them. Got their heads bashed in by crates. The dead don't need them rations. complain about every hardship. No, I pressed onward in spite of the adversary. So must you. And I remind you that we will remember your names for it. Turn the cards and do not dare abuse your position again. Every crime will be punished accordingly. I have no protection for thieves. Much like a boot. Toes directly appear and forward, yet you solely stand on. You and the sole good people, you're down here choking on the dirt without even seeing a sliver of light. It results in someone's ill will. Rather, it is the logical order of the world. I hope you understand this fact will help you make peace with your destiny and feel all spite. When I not achieve glory, if I complain about every hardship, no, I pressed onward in spite of my adversaries to you, and you must remember your names for it. Am I to understand the enforcers appropriating earnings from workers on their ship? We appropriate nothing. We just monitor and redistribute. The rabble are a lying, thieving lot. We have instructions to say hello to people holding on more than a standard amount of ration cards to prevent embezzlement and famine. They do take our cards, your lordship. They grow fat using them themselves. Return the cards and do not dare abuse your position again. Praising the Lord Captain. A sullen, red-bearded man with keen red eyes draws your attention. He oddly pierced gaze seemed to size you up the entire time you were speaking, but now you taste him conceal himself among the gawkers. The next thing you know, you're watching him in a hurry deeply into the tunnels. May the God Emperor protect you in the house of Londonencius, Lord Captain. Went that way. Tinder's not budging an inch.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Thieves, some goods, some gunners and such. Let's take care of these guys first. They're running through the rack filled with weapons in the Enforcer's arsenal. Big man with pocket-marked face and the first react to your presence. Who's there? You're not supposed to be anyone. Huh. Ah! It doesn't matter. Identify yourselves. Take a closer look at the suspicious individuals. Makeshift armor peeks out from beneath their ragged clothes. Their battered weapons display a patchwork of proof pairs. The group stares longingly at a rack where a good plasteel gleams, relentless, clutching their humbled weapons. It's hardly a coincidence. Notice that the little finger of every person's right hand has been cut off. Help these wretches realize the full extent of their unenviable position. I am the rogue trader. You will explain what's going on here. What are you gawping at? Hurry up and bend your backs right and proper. Must excuse these blockheads. I was taken aback, but not every day you see the rogue trader in the flesh, and you do this. I won't insult you by denying you caught us red-handed. Tell me why I shouldn't execute you on the spot. Could you execute us to take our place? Shameless scum like rob and kill the hearts, bastards who accept mutants into their gangs and prey on the arch enemy. We've always been outlaws in the ship. You're better off with outlaws like us who don't go too far and keep the heretics down. are you? The Hard Nines, a gang, a brotherhood from the Transport Bay 9. Don't think we parasites did our bit of prosperity on the ship. We sort of were assistants to the enforcers, self-appointed. Criminals on my ship's a single fake death. On the void have I been standing here making speech for? I thought you'd be yourselves right, Lord Captain, but no, he's a straight-laced type. Bring it on then, yo lordliness. Cassius is an officer and your ship's navigator. She strikes foes with energies of the warp and supports the party by making your allies stronger. Voice of Command is an officer ability to increase the character's characteristics from one round, allowing the officer to use the other officer archetype abilities on that character for any distance. The higher the fellowship bonus is, the more the target's characteristics increase. An officer can use the Voice of Command to give an ally only after 2 rounds have passed since its application. Bring It Down is an officer ability that lets you immediately grant an extra turn to an ally. During the extra turn, the ally does not gain any movement points, but they do gain 2 action points, which they can spend on making an attack or using abilities or consumables. If an ally is under the effect of Voice of Command and destroys an enemy before the end of the officer's turn, the ally will be granted extra momentum for this kill. With the Stare's unique damaging ability that sails all in the wide transport damage. Start the battle.
Show me what you've got.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
Time to slaughter someone.
Kane Pyros.
My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath their feet.
Bound perils of the war.
Let's make it quick.
Unconscious. Character has lost consciousness. That's called a attack and seeks target melee splash. In the area including the initial target suffer the blood-stained effect while it affects last initial.
As the tenets demand. Let your soul be purged.
Let's
the
use
shadow.
All the officer's ability can be applied with voice command over any distance. To a target, voice command cannot be targeted by the ability again for the next 2 rounds.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call. Someone else can do this.
Here we go.
You can go hand in hand.
Hold on. Die! Die!
Oh no. Oh no.
Scared yet?
Oh god. We might actually lose this.
I'm in, knackered.
Because of...
Too much for me.
Was that you? Or...
Let's get to it.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! For you, my Emperor!
Oh boy.
I'll do it. I refuse. I will not.
Boom, baby! We might just make it out of this alive. We did it! Heavy armor proficiency, which I don't have. Okay, now. Silent verdict. Two-handed range light, solid projectile, rate of fire, burst fire, the Ripper. Reduced by -1, can be removed and fully healed on the Void Ship's Bridge.
The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I?
There we go. Got all that taken care of. Kids have been waiting for you. How's the shift? We worked hard. We helped out a friend who was loading and he gave us some cards. Take them in exchange for new shoes. Yours are all worn out. I think you've already made a bed for you, so once you've eaten, you can go rest the little ones, and I will head out to a marketplace and leave you in peace. How the Emperor send me such a wonderful wife? Lord Captain. Lore Warp. Oh, right. I wanted to give her that. Game saved. Looks like it hurt. Creature gains +2 damage and 20 armor penetration. Book of War Prayers. Damage is double. Ooh. Okay, let's get down here. Lord Captain. Glory to his Lord Captainship.
To look closer.
Demolition. Crumbled scrap piece. Those are nothing you hear about this, but the truth being revealed to you. Okay. Stop being a split. What's this thing difficult to say? Your time has come, or what have you? Weird little voice, shut up. Now they're giggling silently every time you touch something. How about you? No, please. What did I do? Talk about everything. Talk about being everywhere at once. How about we get this stuff to the marketplace? We need soup tonight. Nile of Nightmares. Repair the control panel. Nice.
The Emperor gave me a vision. This is out of the ordinary.
Demolitions.
I rise above hardships.
Worn by Death Cultist Assassin, when the wearer gets a stack of Bloodlust, they also gain plus 10 toughness for 2 rounds. It does not stack. Worn by Death Cultist Assassin, whenever the wearer kills an enemy, the enemy explodes in a fountain of blood. The cells nearby are covered in blood or affected by blood vial. Crimson Intoxicant loses all their temporary wounds and increase their melee damage by the same amount for 1 round. Okay. The wearer has 10 or more stacks of blood to bless, they gain 1 resolve. Oh, interesting. Blood Vial. Creates a pool of blood which has the same properties as created by Raining Blood ability. Whenever Raining Blood is used, charge of Blood Vial is restored. Oh, okay. Go up. Okay. Okay, so we knew there was a blood sigil that led us to this way.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Also, what's this? Suspicious rash. Trophy you've claimed from the unpleasant place. Ha! Funny. Okay. Nope. Not a thing here. Okay, let's... Okay, so the Blood Temple... Need to find another one of those rooms. Hand these out to the people you know who need them the most. Seek out the blood Swomo Tepid. Do you know where it is? We'll just don't let people into their rights and mysteries and grip with service to God. To be honest, you can't get behind the love of death. Item received. Hidden auto stimulate. Where it does not move during their turn to become immobilized or slow. They're knocked prone, they gain temporary wounds. The wearer has conviction iconoclast. All allies immediately gain the same number of temporary wounds. Use the set this one will get common people of the day. All of this. Aww, that's nice. Let's give them that. Okay. You know what? I am so lost. What are you? Dead bastard had rations and fuel sets. We'll trade them for porridge. I'm the Lord Captain of the Shield. Me. Any questions you left unanswered? Took a note of hysteria and the vagrant's laughter. The fingers may be close to trembling. There's something fearless may lurk near an indifference to death, too strange and unnatural. Invalids, mold eaters, outcasts, folks who have no place even among the lowest of the low. Some of us were born this way, some of us driven out to keep spreading the contagion. The foreman won't let us near the bat. He forced to try to shoot us outside. To our fault, we were born in a terrible place. We are worms in the rotten belly of the ship, fodder for disease. The longer you stare at the man, the more devious the human form you detect. Wretches like this are disfigured genetic abominations. Diseases are the perfect breeding ground for true corruption. Or considered. We'll get you and trade you spoils. battle. Outcasts.
Death to the weak. Allow myself to do this. I serve the ruinous powers.
Short breath.
Doubt is for the weak.
Low momentum.
There we go. Let's do this. Well, we're gonna potentially die.
Death to non-believers!
Because I didn't level up even.
Was that on purpose?
suffered worse.
Okay, come on, we got this.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
There we go.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh, nope.
I'm not the enemy.
Well, that was a misplay on my part. That was an absolute misplay on my part.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
See my great works, masters! Out of my way! The Emperor commands. Rejoice!
As the Emperor commands. Each strike is a prayer. Eradicate it.
Boom, bada baby.
Pain of this mortal flesh means nothing.
If I may.
Okay, that did me some good.
Victory is imminent.
Oh boy. Damn. I think I lost.
Not.
I lost.
Guides me. Ah! Death to non-believers.
Yep, I lost. Dang it. Well, that's where I'm going to end things here for now, everyone. Thank you all for stopping by. We're probably going to resume this next week, because I'm going to take a small little break from this, because I just got my butt handed to me by an unintended massive encounter, trying to figure out where the death cultists were. So, until next time, we'll determine whether we continue this with the There's Only War achievement, or we continue on with this save and just restart the fight. We'll find out later. But for now, thank you all for stopping by, Dreamers. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and until next time, stay dreaming, everyone. Bye-bye!